Good morning and welcome to today's reflection. I cannot believe we already find ourselves in Holy Week. And if you're watching this video, then we find ourselves on Maundy Thursday. That went by so quick. But I have been so grateful for the opportunity to participate in these reflections, but also to hear from my wonderful colleagues, their reflections. It truly has been so fruitful for me this Lent to join in and listen and think of the different things that were brought up that both challenged me, brought me to deeper reflection, and really helped me think about myself and my faith in this season of Lent. So I'm truly grateful for these reflections and to be joining all of you daily in them. And as we get ready today, we might find ourselves getting ready to go to a Maundy Thursday service, preparing ourselves for the next couple of days, which is really busy in church time. There's a lot of wonderful services all around us, and we may be just spending time at home watching online. We may be spending time at home thinking about it within our own context, or we may be joining our parishes in the many different ways they have been offering up worship and service and reflection in this season. And what I hold for us today as we join Jesus in the Last Supper, his last meal before his arrest, before he journeys to the cross for his death and then resurrects. I think as I was thinking about today and thinking about the next couple of days, what drew me was in this season of Lent when so much has been happening for so many of us, I couldn't help but think about, and this came from my Bible study today, this sparked it, allowing ourselves to really feel what the day is meant to feel. So what do I mean? So what draws me for today, there's a lot of things that draw me to today, but something new that I thought of was drawing on Jesus's Last Supper. In the midst of suffering, in the midst of grief, in the midst of death, in the midst of loss, and in the midst of just change, I was thinking about how we have a lot of firsts and how we have a lot of lasts. And then when the change or the loss or the death occurs, then we have a lot of new firsts. And then we have another groups of last. So in each season of life, we tend to go through these cycles that bring us to the first and bring us to the last. Like today when Jesus took his last meal with his disciples. So as you move into today, what I offer up for us is to pay attention in this time when change has just been all around us, whether we've liked it or not. And it's been inconsistent and consistent, and we've been in constant limbo because as soon as something changed, then something else came up and we had to adjust again. So we've encountered so many firsts and so many lasts in these last couple of years. So what I hold up for us is to really embrace this day to think about what are the firsts we've gone through, what are the lasts that we have gone through, and how many of them have we gone through in these last couple of years. So really taking the time to think about the journey and what it has meant for us experiencing these firsts and these lasts. And I know we're only on Maundy Thursday, and that's what my reflection is for. But I also hold up that we do the same for the next couple of days. That tomorrow we take the time to really live into loss and death. And as we journey with Jesus in that loss and that death, to allow ourselves to journey and think about our own lives and the losses and the death and the grief that we have been living into Some of us may be healed from some of them. Some of us may have still be living them, but differently. And some of us may just be beginning to think about the process of what that means. And then that brings us into Easter. Easter, where the resurrection occurs, the day of hope and celebration and joy. To allow ourselves to really live into that and think about, what are our hopes? What do we hope for in our own lives and in the world? And to hold on to that and to carry it with us into these next couple of weeks and into this year, and not only hold on to it for ourselves, but think about ways that we can share that glimpse of hope for other people. So, I know I said a lot, but this is to summarize what I'm holding up for us today and in the next couple of days. Allowing ourselves to really live into what each day truly represents. Starting with today, Maundy Thursday, where we just acknowledge the many firsts and the many lasts in our lives. Then moving into Good Friday, where we allow ourselves to live into the griefs and the losses and the change that has been so hard for us in our lives. And then not forgetting that for us who believe that there's hope and life after death, to take the time to truly live into that hope and think about what we hope for ourselves in the world, and thinking about how we can share a glimpse of that hope in this time when so many people are still searching for hope. This is what I offer up for us, and pray for us as we move into these next couple of days. It has been wonderful journeying with you all and listening to all my wonderful colleagues and all the beautiful gems that I have to take with me. And since I won't see you on Easter, happy Maundy Thursday, happy Good Friday, and happy Easter.